Good morning. Good morning. So, yes, I am coming to you live. I went ahead and I did something different because I really want to show you, if you didn't see it in my stories yesterday, just how amazing color corrected tinted moisturizer is. So this is Blu Red Hydromat. I went ahead and put this onto my cheeks, and I'm actually still going ahead and letting it kind of set a little bit so that it's dry. With the Hydromat, you always kind of want to let it dry. But I want to talk to you about a little bit of color correcting on your face and different ways that you could do that. So you could use your Shadow Sense to do under your eyes. You could also use a color corrective concealer. So if you're using your Shadow Sense, and this is a color called Candlelight, what you would do is you would just kind of make yourself a little line, and what you're always trying to do is get as much motion as possible. So I'm going to leave that for 1 second, because when I use the corrective concealer, I like to actually use something called the marinate method. And this is where I just kind of slightly let it go ahead and warm up to my room temperature, my body temperature. So we'll use our hands for this. Remember, this is the Candlelight Shadow Sense. And you could use this as a great, good morning, Shelly, how are you? You could use this as a great shadow and just kind of have it as a one and done or a highlight. So you can see that went ahead and took care of like the issues I had under my eye. And now I'm going to use this corrective concealer. And we have this in lots of colors. We have white, we have green. I can definitely color match you. So you can see this is going to be a little bit of a creamier, more full coverage, but both do a great job. So what's going on with everyone? I would love to know. I'm just working on getting ready, so I'm not late. And I would be very happy to hear how you are, how your Easter plans and things like that are coming along. So when we use our color corrective tinted moisturizer, this is a very sheer and natural color coverage. We're just going to take a tiny little bit. You could apply directly onto your hand, to your fingers. You can use a brush. I'm using this shade called Medium, and this is a great shade for me. It's interesting. My nose is almost as red as what I did with the Blu Red Lipsense Cream, right? And now I'm going to take my brush, right? This is a kabuki brush, and watch as it starts to color correct. You can still see it over here. It's literally, and if I put it on my eyelids, look at it going ahead and erasing that redness. I should have done only my half a face, but I don't want to be late for work, right? So look at the difference that made, even with this, the Hydromat, and this is my natural red pigmentation here. So if you're using this, let me know what you love about this coverage. And Shelly, I can't see comments right now, which is always a bummer to me. So what you like about this in terms of it being a sheer natural coverage, right? I always like to say it's like my skin but better. We have an awesome VIP who says it's like a filter in a bottle. And then I just kind of like to go in with this fluffy brush and just kind of buff it out. That's just a personal preference. So once that sets, you are not going to know that it's there. So when we talk about base face, let's do a few things pretty easily and quickly together. I like to finish up by illuminating under my eyes. This is going to be our eye illuminator. Good morning, Molly. Long time no see. How have you been? Are you all ready for Easter, my friend? I was sharing yesterday that it won't really be that traditional of an Easter for us. It'll be a little bit different, and I think that that's okay. I think, you know, every year can be different. So this is Deep Corrective Concealer. So remember, we use light under my eyes with the Candlelight, and now you can't really see much of a difference. I would say for me, because I do have some aging and a little bit of like wrinkles and things under here, for me, using the creamier corrective concealer is kind of, I think, the way that I normally traditionally would go. So this is Deep Corrective Concealer. I love this. Look how little this guy is. And this is good for, let's see, I won't be able probably to find it. I believe that this is good for 18 months once this is opened, but you can use this in a lot of different ways on your face. A great way that I love to use it is to take, good morning, Lisa. How are you? Great to see you. Happy spring break. A way that I love to use this is to take the Deep and go right under my cheekbones. Can you tell I've only had 1 cup of coffee? And now I'm just going to buff that out, and we went ahead and we contoured. Now this color here, I could actually use this on my lids. I could use it in multiple ways on my face. And then we'll go ahead and grab, we'll do a little bit of highlighting because we're doing our base face. This is a Glowify Shadow Sense stick, and we're just going to use this to go ahead and highlight on our face, right? Any area that you would normally highlight over the bow of your lip, anything like that. So just like that, we went ahead and we did what would be our base face. So when we color correct, we want to bring some of that color back. The last step of that would be to add a little bit of blush. So this is a returning shade that is now available. This is called Rose Dew. She's super, super pretty. Let's see, let's grab a brush. I need to clean my brushes. Whenever I apply my blush, I'm looking to pull up. Again, you know, I'm starting to age a little bit. I gotta use all the tricks of the trade. There we go. And just like that, we've gone ahead and we finished everything. So I'm hoping when I come back, I'll be able to see some great comments from everyone who hopped on. I'm very happy to be here with you guys on a Friday Eve, and I'll see you all soon. Definitely tell me what you're doing for Easter.